welcome back. For today's video, I decided to be inspired by someone that I was watching this morning. I had been watching Bella from Beauty on a Budget's video of her favorites from 2020, and it kind of ranged across the spectrum. There was some beauty in there, but it was like everything from, well, just all kinds of different stuff. And I thought that was a great way to end this year, and so I decided that I would follow suit and, you know, take a page from her book and do the same sort of thing. I don't have many, if any, beauty related products in this video. It's just kind of things I'm thankful for 2020 and my favorites from 2020 in general, whether it be lifestyle or family related, that kind of thing. I will have a beauty video with my favorites coming up in January sometime, just like a regular favorites video. You know, once we've gotten through all these yearly favorites that everyone is putting out, I figured I would save mine for, you know, a little bit farther down the road, so that will be coming. But for today, this is my 20 favorites from 2020. So for some reason today I decided to go with a regular mascara instead of waterproof, and I was testing out a new liquid liner that is not waterproof, and this eye is now watering, so editing me might be very frustrated with myself when I start seeing like dots and stuff going there. So yeah, we're just gonna, you know, roll with it. And so my 20 favorites from 2020, I did write them down, old school, on a piece of paper. Yeah. I do have to admit that I was heavily inspired by Bella's video, so there are some things on here that she mentioned. I'm like, yeah, I agree, that is a favorite for me too. And that first item that I'm mentioning is one of them, and that would be Amazon Prime. And just Amazon in general. Even if I didn't have Prime, it probably wouldn't have been a problem, but Prime is really nice because it gets to me even quicker. But just the fact that I can order, like I ordered all my Christmas presents from my kitchen table, and that made me very happy because I don't like shopping at the best of times, let alone when it's crazy and busy or in the middle of a pandemic or anything like that. So I'm very thankful for Amazon and just being able to order online in general from different retailers and that sort of thing. And I'm surprised at how quickly things can actually get to me because everything came in time for Christmas, so that was really good. The second thing that I am thankful for and as a favorite of mine is my backyard. You know, that time between March and September when the kids were home for that entire period of time, a really long March break, I was very thankful that we had a yard that my kids could go out and play in and they weren't stuck inside. And, you know, I really felt for families that didn't have that. Maybe they're in a condo or in an apartment, or they just had a really tiny space in the backyard that wasn't as fun. We do have a pool, so my kids were able to swim in the summer. We have a trampoline, we have a swing set. We have a good sized yard for being, you know, more of a suburban neighborhood type of thing. So I am very thankful for that, you know, even if we couldn't get out to parks and trails and that sort of thing, especially when this all first started, I'm thankful that we were able to at least be outside and not be on top of each other and being able to enjoy the things that we have. Which leads me to number 3, my family, my husband and my 4 children. They are, you know, the top of the list, my ultimate favorite. I know that might be stretching it for, you know, my favorites of 2020, but, you know, being cooped up with them for all that time really makes you realize how much you appreciate them and how much you value them and their personalities and everything they bring to my family. For me, yeah. Maybe for you it's different with your family. But yeah, I couldn't have imagined spending 2020 with any other 5 people, as chaotic as it sometimes was. They are my people, they are the loves of my life, and I am so very thankful for them. Number 4 is teachers, and the fact that in our area we were able to open up in September and my kids were able to go back to school. As much as I love them, I am not a teacher, and those dear children, they put up with me, and there were many tears from March till June when we were doing our online schooling. And yeah, I'm just thankful for our teachers that did go back to the schools and that went in there and they have good attitudes and they went out and they taught our kids in these circumstances. And that means the world to me because my kids really needed actual teachers and they needed to be out among their friends. And so I'm very thankful for that. Okay, so now we're going to move into some more light-hearted stuff. For whatever reason, those were on the top of my list. But nothing is really in any particular order except maybe like my family would be number 1. But the rest of it, you know, mix it up. It's okay. So number 5 would be my dishwasher. My husband got me one for Mother's Day. We have been in our house for 13 years and we had a portable one when we first moved in, and after a year or 2 it died. And so we never got another one just because with, you know, all the kids stuff, a lot of it was plastic, and at that time a lot of it wasn't dishwasher safe, so I was washing everything by hand anyway, so there was no point. However, this past May I got a new dishwasher, and let me tell you, I love it. I spent so many hours looking at those dishes on the counter and, you know, having to motivate myself to do them, and now it's easy peasy. Throw them in the dishwasher. Only I usually do it because it has to be done right, but the rest of the family helps unload it, so that's good. And number 6, I am thankful for YouTube. I am thankful for the opportunity to be able to watch other channels and be entertained and gather information. But most importantly, I am so thankful for the friendships that I have made across this community and getting to know people, and, you know, even being an outlet for myself to put out content and be creative and having people connecting with me. That has been definitely a highlight for me for 2020. Wow, it's getting worse. Okay, at least I'm on top of it. Kind of. That wing's almost totally gone. That's not waterproof. Number 7, I am thankful for this. This is my new Dell Inspiron. I'm not sure. It's a Dell laptop. I got it in September. I customized it a little bit just so that it was better for me for editing videos and that sort of thing. I had been using an older laptop that I had for 5 or 6 years now, I think, and the quality was just not being able to keep up with my videos. I ended up purchasing a cheap laptop in May, mainly because we needed it for online learning as well, but it was worse than my older laptop as far as being able to edit anything on it. I was so frustrated, and I seriously considered having to, you know, stop putting up content and doing my channel just because I wasn't able to edit any videos. It was glitching. My friend Julia from Julia's Bee Beauty, she was helping me. I was sending videos back and forth, and she's like, it's not glitching on my end, but then it would glitch on my end. It wasn't glitching on her end, but then it would glitch on my end when I'm trying to edit it, and I would send her what it looked like from what I was dealing with, and she's like, I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you. And she tried, and I'm so thankful for that. So finally in September, well, late August, I caved and I decided I need to get another computer, and I did, and I really love this computer. It's great. It does everything I need it to do. It works really well. You know, I feel good. I feel like I'm using a new computer instead of something that's lagging and kind of a piece of crap. I'm very thankful for my computer because with it I'm able to, you know, continue to put up content and that sort of thing, and it's something that I really do enjoy doing. So for that, I am thankful. Number 8, for my birthday, which was in June, my husband started to build me a fireplace mantle, like a faux fireplace. I forget what they're called, the actual name, but he built me one. It's beautiful. He kind of asked me what I wanted, and I went through Pinterest and I picked and chose different things and put them all together and said, do this, and he did it, and it's beautiful. And this past December he finally finished it. He's a busy boy, like, it's okay. But anyway, this past December he finally finished it with the tile inside and everything. It looks like this. It's absolutely beautiful. It's everything I wanted. I have no desire to put an actual fireplace in it. I just wanted the look of what it is with the tile in the background, and it's perfect. And now I have a bunch of other projects that he has to make, and I mean, he loves doing that sort of thing. He's made all kinds of things for our family and for other people, and so yeah, it keeps him busy, so that's good too. Number 9, I am thankful for my piano. I have a baby grand piano, and it's a way for me, similar to putting on my makeup, being a way for me to just relax and to just kind of escape and, you know, be creative. That's another outlet for me, and I just love it. I love that I have it. I've had it for a number of years now. It used to belong to my mother, and yeah, now I've had it for the last 12 years. Yeah, I'm always thankful for my piano, but definitely it was a favorite this past year. Just, you know, it definitely was something where I could just go to and shut out my kids. You know, they're okay, they're safe. I can go and have this time and just, you know, play and just be focused on that, and I love it so much. It does need to get tuned though. Number 10, I am thankful for Spotify. It is one of those things where I signed up for the premium plan, and at first I was like, do I really need this? But yeah, I really need it. I love having it that it's ad free, and I love that I can download songs, playlists and stuff like that to my phone and then play it through my car or my van when I'm driving, and I don't have to worry about using up my data. I'm thankful that I can search up a song and just play it and annoy my family with certain songs, or, you know, find things that I really like. You know, if I want a Christmas playlist, I can search it up and I can find, you know, multiple plethora of songs and playlists that are for that, or just pretty much anything that I'm looking for in general, I'm able to find it. So I'm thankful for that, because it's so much, it's just a more convenient way than shuffling through CDs or trying to find individual songs on like iTunes or that sort of thing and downloading them that way. So very thankful again for Spotify. Number 11, hand in hand with Spotify, would be Alexa. As annoying as that thing is, because sometimes it just starts talking even when you don't say anything to it. It'll just start, you know, answering questions, or it'll just like start talking and you're like, I wasn't talking to you. Why? Like, this is kind of creepy. And you know, there's conspiracy theories about the government listening in on us or any and stuff like that. I don't know. But again, I like Alexa because I can be in my kitchen and say, hey Alexa, set the timer for this, and it will set the timer. Or I can be like, hey Alexa, what temperature do I have to cook my pork chops to? And it will tell me what temperature I have to cook my pork chops to. Usually. Sometimes she's really long-winded and she doesn't get to the point and doesn't actually say what I need. Sometimes she can be actually a little dumb. But for the most part, it's very convenient. And again, with Spotify, I can play that through Alexa. So I have a speaker on my main floor and I can set the volume. I just say, hey, Alexa, go to volume 5, Alexa, go to volume 3. It's great. I'm sure there's all kinds of things that I could do with it that I'm not actually utilizing it for. But for the most part, I really do enjoy it. Except when people start talking about Alexa on the TV, because then it perks up and starts listening and starts talking again. And that's kind of creepy too. Number 12, this is another one that I heard Bella kind of touching on a little bit. Mine is a little bit of a different spin. She was mentioning Messenger and those types of apps where you can communicate with people. For me, I really appreciate, and a favorite for me has been Messenger Kids and Roblox. Messenger Kids, because my kids can actually video chat with other kids. I can get a hold of them when they're on their tablets if they answer, which they don't always. But I can do that, and it has different filters and stuff like that on there, which are kind of fun and make it entertaining. But again, they can keep in contact with their friends with video chats or just chatting, texting kind of thing. So that's been great, especially because there's been times like now where they're not allowed to see their friends again. And I really think this eye is like gone kaput with the eyeliner, and this eye feels like it now too. So we're going to be a hot mess for the rest of the video, and that's okay. But anyway, Messenger Kids is great. I highly recommend it if you have kids that, you know, want to communicate with other kids. It's just a safer platform. Also, Roblox is great for my kids because they can't video chat, but they get to go online and play with their friends because that have accounts and stuff. So that's been fun for them too. Okay, so I discovered a new candle brand not that long ago, probably October. Yeah, I think it was October I got these. And they're very similar to Bath & Body Works. And I know I could go on Etsy and order some, and there's some independent companies, and I am looking at them as well. But I don't like spending a lot of money on candles just because I'm basically burning them away, burning my money, you know, for some scent. So, you know, whatever. I don't like to spend a lot. But Bath & Body Works candles here in Canada, I don't even know if we can get them shipped in, and I know the shipping is ridiculous when they did ship to Canada, but their candles alone, if you don't get them on sale, they're what, 25 bucks or something for their 3-wick ones, which is a little steep for me. Even when I get them on sale, they're usually what, $10 off or something like that. I don't even know for sure, but I never end up hitting the sales. So I was looking for candles, and I came across these through Superstore, which is a Loblaws company. So I'm not sure PC, those types of stores in Canada, if they have them or not. But even just if you look up this name, it's the Life at Home brand, and they are very similar to the 3-wick Bath & Body Works candles. I'm not sure if you can see that. Here, I'll get one that's already kind of burnt so you can see. This one is called Festive Spices, and it's just the 3-wick candle, and it smells so good. It has such a nice scent. Its throw is pretty good. It's not overpowering that it gives me a headache. At least the couple that I've actually burned through, they've been really nice. And we're in Canada, so we don't get the description of the notes on them because we have to have French and English on it. I never understood why we never had the notes on our labels until someone pointed that out. It's because we have to have both languages, and then there's not enough room for everything. So I have no idea what the scents are or the notes are, but it smells really good. And yeah, it's not overpowering to the point that it gives me a headache, but it is something that I can smell when I'm upstairs in my house when I have this burning on the main floor, and they burn really nice and like clean. They're not like all lopsided and wobbly and kind of messy and not burning down all the way. Let me open this. This is burned all the way. in the jar. So I really like these, and I like the scents that I picked up. And these are, I think, $14 regularly, but I got them on sale, and it was when you bought 3, they were $8 each. Or were they 7? $7 or $8 each. So they were a really good price. So I got a bunch of them, and then I ended up getting a bunch of them free because they had a special on if you spent so much on groceries that you got 3 of them or 4 of them. I can't even remember. Anyway, that's beside the point. I really do like these candles. This again is a Life at Home brand, and I think if you're looking for an alternative to the Bath & Body Works ones, at least if you're in Canada, I have no idea if they're available elsewhere. These are a really nice one to check out, especially if you can find them on sale, but even $14 a piece, I think that's still cheaper than the Bath & Body Works ones. But yeah, the ones I have here are bourbon cider, and then I have the festive spice, and then this one, which is my favorite, which I was saving, which, oh, it smells so good, is buttered rum. Oh, I miss these Lifesavers. Can you still get those Lifesavers in the States, the buttered rum? I like those ones. The butterscotch ones are good too, but I always like the buttered rum, and I can never find them here. Anyway, Life at Home candles, I really like these. My 14th favorite thing from 2020 is coffee. Yummy, yummy, yummy coffee. I don't know how I would have gotten through 2020 without coffee. With my children home and the chaoticness and the craziness, I love coffee. Recently I discovered this brand. This is JavaWorks, and they have different flavored coffees. Normally I'm good with just my Folgers coffee. That's my go-to. But you know, when I like something with a flavor to it, these are really, really good. They have that scent, but when you actually taste the coffee, you can taste the flavor as well. Not overpowering, but enough that you know it's there. This particular one is Canadian Maple. I haven't tried this one yet. My husband got this one for Christmas. And then we have opened the buttered pecan, and that one's really good. And I think I had caramel apple, and that one was super good. And then I also have coconut macaroon, and yeah, and coconut, we haven't opened coconut macaroon either. But yeah, these, if again, not sure if they're available outside of Canada, but if you're in Canada, the JavaWorks flavored coffee, I got these off of Amazon. These are really good. I highly recommend them if you're interested in this sort of thing. But yeah, coffee in general is great, but I'm so glad I found these because they give a little bit more variety without having to add those creamers and stuff like that to it. So these are yummy. Number 15 is my Kindle. I don't actually have a Kindle. I just have the Kindle app on my phone, and I read books off of that. I have it on, I don't have it on this laptop. I've had it on laptops before and then I can read it on that, which is fine too. But I always have my phone with me, so it's just easy to pull up a book. I don't have to worry about carrying them around in my purse if I'm, you know, stuck at the bridge, you know, waiting for a boat to go through, or whatever. If I'm sitting in a parking lot waiting for someone to get out of a store, or if I'm just at home, you know, and I want to read a book, I got my phone right there. One of the other things that I really enjoy that kind of goes hand in hand with the Kindle is a website called BookBub, and every day they will send you an email with all the deals on books that are coming out from various platforms. I use the one for Kindle, but they have different ones, like if you have different devices and that sort of thing. And it shows all the things, like every day there's always a bunch of free books that you can download or ones that are on sale, and you can pick what genres you are interested in and what you really want to read, and it just sends you an email with those books, and there's usually one per genre that you've picked. And so yeah, I've gotten a lot of books that way. Some of them, you know, some of them aren't so good, some of them are kind of boring, but I didn't pay for them, so it was free, and I wouldn't have known about it if I didn't get these daily emails that told me about it. So I really like that too. Number 16 would be this. This is the Grace and Stella Rescue My Hair Mask with Argan Oil. This is almost gone or gone. Oh, I think I have one more use out of it. I've had this for a couple of years now, and I don't use it all the time. This I specifically use, not that you can tell now. My hair is really dry because I ran out of my favorite curl cream. Anyway, it's not dry, it's just, anyway, we're not gonna pretend this is nice and luscious and ignore what my hair looks like while I talk about this. Now, this is a mask that I don't use all the time. This is a mask that I use specifically after I've colored my hair. I'll color my hair, and then a few days later, after it's been washed a few times, I will use this mask. And it says rescue my hair. I find this is a very restoring hair mask. When I put it on, it doesn't detangle very well. It doesn't feel that great. When I wash it out of my hair doesn't, and my hair dries, it doesn't feel exceptionally intentionally soft or anything like that. It does give a really nice bounce to my curls though, and it revives my hair. When I color my hair, I always find my hair feels kind of dry and, you know, not silky or anything like that. And then I go and I use this. I use it once and my hair kind of goes back to the way it was. It feels nice and silky. It feels like initially when I first do it, it doesn't, but after the next wash, then it feels nice and silky after that, and it dries nice and it feels shiny, or it looks shinier, and it's less tangly and all that kind of stuff. So this is really a restoring kind of mask for me after I've used hair dye and colored my hair, and it just kind of brings my hair back to what I like it to be, because when I don't use this, I get so mad that I colored my hair and that my hair is dry and this and that. And this is just really good. So if you have that problem and you're looking for something to just kind of revive your hair after you've had it colored, I highly recommend this. Again, it doesn't feel like much when you're putting it in. It doesn't really detangle your hair. I usually have to use a conditioner afterwards just to, you know, be able to get a comb through my hair. But I really do think this does something to just bring it back and to help it after it's been chemically treated. So yeah. Number 17 would be my Cricut. I have it right here behind me. Ta-da! This is my Cricut. What is it? Explore Air 2. As I sit back up. That was so graceful. Anyway. I love my Cricut. If you're not familiar with it, it is a cutting machine. It cuts vinyl, it cuts cardstock, it does all kinds of stuff. You can do crafts with it, you can make things with it. I really like it, and I'm so glad I have it. With a Cricut, I can be creative and I can customize things to my liking and what I really like. Or, you know, I can like look at something and try to copy it and make it for myself and that sort of thing. I don't sell anything. I don't need the stress of any of that, but for myself and for my own personal use, I really do like it. Number 18, apple cider vinegar is a favorite for 2020. I was having a problem again and I had stopped using it. Okay, backstory, I use it as a facial toner, straight up, neat, no water, I don't add anything to it. I used to when I first started using it, but I've been doing it for years, and now I just use it right out of the bottle. I put it on my thing and wipe my face down with it. Anyway, I had stopped using it for a bit because I was using another toner that I had that I was trying out, and I did get milia, those little bumps on my face, and it was mainly on my forehead. And it's a pain because I don't need my forehead to look all bumpy and weird and like I'm breaking out when it's not. They weren't pimples and they don't really go away that easily on their own. I mean, they will, but if you're continuing to use the thing that's aggravating your skin, they will just stay there. So I went back to my apple cider vinegar and I haven't looked back. I love that. It clears it up for me always right away. So for me, apple cider vinegar is a favorite because, you know, it's cheap and it's, you know, it works for my skin. So it worked for my mom when she was cleaning the chandelier, and it works for my face. So yeah. Number 19, I am thankful for my faith. I am thankful for God, and I am thankful for His providence, and I'm thankful for just the peace that I've had this entire year. Not even just with COVID, just in our own family, and you know, 4 kids, it can get real crazy here sometimes, and so I'm thankful for God and just being a provider, and for it sounds strange if you don't know or you haven't experienced it, but when you have, you know what I'm talking about. And number 20, I am thankful for my current situation. In September, I closed up my in-home daycare, and I went from having an income to having no income at all, and it was a little bit scary. It was a step of faith, definitely, but it has definitely been the best thing that we could have done as a family. We are all so much more at peace. We love being in our home now. It's not chaotic after school and before school. I'm not stressed out during the day or anything, and it's just been amazing because I've had this time to, well, before the kids were off for the holidays, you know, from September until now, you know, I had that time during the day. I didn't have to stress if my kids weren't feeling well and they were going to be home, and what am I going to do with these kids that are in my home that I'm watching that aren't mine, or just even just the peace of having that time to myself, because for 12 years I didn't have anything like that. I had my daughter 12 years ago, and it's just been full-time craziness 24/7 for the last 12 years. So it is a much needed break for me, and as much as I am still looking for something to do from home, hopefully some sort of computer work or administration work or something like that, I am definitely thankful for this time that I am able to just rest, that I'm able to take it in and take time for myself. And I know not everyone is able to be in that situation, whether they don't want to be or whether they financially can't do it. So I do understand, and I do appreciate the, you know, this kind of gift that has been given to me, that I am able to do that. And so I am so thankful for it as well. I'm thankful that, you know, financially we're okay. And, you know, it was a big step again when we first decided, me and my husband, that this was the direction we were going to go. You know, it was scary, and I definitely feel like it was that step that we needed to take, and that we probably should have taken it a while ago, but because we were so unsure, we didn't. But definitely, I'm saying that a lot, it is definitely something that I am very thankful for, and it has been a favorite for me, you know, having that time to myself. I've been able to upload videos and to edit videos. That was kind of backwards, and film videos. It was, film, edit, upload videos, you know, and it hasn't been stressful. I've enjoyed my time with my family when they come home, because I'm not beat. I'm not dead on my feet. I'm not, you know, wishing for bedtime the second they get home from school or anything like that. And so all around, it has been an amazing experience for my family, and I am so thankful for that. And I'm enjoying the holidays now with them, because, you know, I haven't been overwhelmed for the last 6 months with them being at home by my side. Let me know in the comments below some of your favorites from 2020. Again, these weren't beauty related really at all. These were things outside of the beauty sphere, of things that I do enjoy and that I've really enjoyed in 2020. I would love to hear things that you have loved, whether it be beauty related or not. And I think it's good to sit back every once in a while and just be thankful for things, and think of the things that made us happy throughout this past year. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you all have an amazing new year. Happy 2021, everyone.